What's up, guys? This is your boy, Mr. Vo, and I got off work a little bit early, and I'm trying to change things up on the channel a little bit, so not really ever comfortable with speaking about myself, so I'm gonna just kind of open up to the camera and kind of speak my experience about living in Taiwan. Specifically, my topic today. Well, actually, before we get into that, just set the scene a little bit. Actually, we are in Sensha, and it's technically New Taipei City, but I've found New Taipei City is huge, and it's kind of near the middle, like the south end of North Taipei, which is Taoyuan, and oh, those are nice threads. And anyway, so it's pretty much like an hour to 2 hours away from Taipei, the main city. But yeah, so I'll be walking through like Sensha, the markets. I really like this part of town compared to more like the city, which is Beida. They're going to be opening an MRT soon, so I think a lot more people will come here. But this place is well known for the Sensha Laojia, which is like the old street, and the temple and all the food, and there's tons of people here on the weekends. But I'm going to walk through during the day because I usually don't ever have time to walk through during the day. So it's going to be lit, like literally it's lit. It's so hot today. I believe it's like 35, 36, 37 degrees today. So yeah, but anyway, my topic today was going to be about being an American Asian living in Taiwan, because it's, you know, I was thinking about it. I've been thinking about making a video like that for a while, and yeah, just my experience in being an American Asian foreigner in Taiwan. So overall, I would say it's pretty positive. You know, everyone in Taiwan is really nice. I think initially, everyone really thinks that I'm a Taiwanese person. You know, when they, like, first reaction, they're just like, oh yeah, you're just, they're like, oh, you're Taiwan Ren, right? I'm like, yeah, I look like it, I know, but I'm actually American. And you know, once I start speaking English, they're like, oh, I get it. You're a Makoran, you know, you're American, and they figure out, and then boom, it's just pretty much like, it's over. Let's move on from this, you know. And then I think the next question is like, but why don't you speak Chinese? They're like, not everyone, but you know, some people will be like, oh, are you an ABC? And I was like, what's ABC? Yeah, I know my ABCs, but it's American born Chinese. That's what a lot of people ask. Oh, look at that backdrop there, the old street things. And so they're like, okay, so you must be ABC. I'm like, no, I'm actually like, I'm a Vietnamese American. And yeah, once they go through there, we start talking about, you know, okay, yeah, there's lots of Vietnamese people in Taiwan. I believe there's like almost 100,000, like maybe 70 to 100,000 Vietnamese people living and working in Taiwan. But yeah, I just wanted to talk about my feeling. I don't really ever face anything negative, but I would say it's very different than the typical, like, some other foreign teachers or just foreign American people who live in Taiwan. For example, if you're not Asian, for example, you know, if you're European, Canadian, American, from any other country, I mean, people are pretty much going to notice you. And you know, I see a lot of people staring, and you know, I wouldn't say maybe taking pictures, but maybe staring, maybe trying to strike up conversation. And I hear a lot of stories from my friends that are like, yeah, you know, specifically one of my friends who says he gets picked up and You know, people are always asking, where are you from? Do you play basketball? What's your favorite NBA team? And, you know, that doesn't really happen to me that much because, I don't know, I guess I'm not really, like, if you, as an Asian American, like, I look Asian, so if I put the hood on and the headphones and I sit on the MRT, like, pretty much no one is gonna notice me, like, really, you know? You know, other than maybe my tattoos, you know, if I'm wearing shorts or if I'm wearing a cutoff shirt, like, people are gonna be like, wow, like, you got tattoos, okay, you're different. I'm not sure if that's looked down upon, but I think that's slowly changing. I think the tattoo culture in Taiwan is pretty prevalent in, like, Taipei. I think people are pretty used to seeing tattoos. But, you know, unless it's like me skating on the street or doing something kind of unusual for Taiwanese people, which I don't really know, but I don't know, like, I'll skate, like, down the old street sometimes, and, I don't know, maybe my style's a little different. I can't really tell, but, yeah, it's just, like, a little bit different. Like, I could just blend in. And unless that moment, like I'm at the 7-Eleven or something, or I get on the train and I start speaking with, like, other people who are foreigners or we're using English, they'll be like, whoa, 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 what's going on here? But after that, it's pretty normal. It's pretty easy to blend in. I wouldn't call it like an extravagant thing. Like, one really big different thing for me is, you know, I'm from North Carolina, and people strike up conversation. You know, like, if you're from North Carolina and you hear the accent, or someone's got a shirt on with, like, Raleigh or Cary or Durham, you're like, oh man, you're from Durham? Oh, you're from Chicago? Or, you know, you're from this city, so-and-so. Like, I have family down there. Like, who's your mom? Who's your grandma? Come into my house, have a beer. But the culture here it's a little different. You know, I rarely, I mean, this is just for me. Maybe I'm just a loser. I mean, that could be it. But, you know, I rarely, I seldom get, like invited, like, or even questions. Like, I think the only people who are ever really interested in talking to me is, like the Vietnamese people that I meet. Like, for example, I went to a Vietnamese coffee shop / cafe, and the mother the woman who was working at the shop, who owned the shop, she was like, oh my God, where are you from? And she's like, where does your mom live? I mean, she asked me all the questions, and that's, like, something that I really miss, you know, is, like, kind of like small talk. Oh gosh, I think I'm lost here. I don't know. And I kind of miss that sometimes, you know. I miss the small talk of, like, you know, where are you from? Oh, what's your favorite place to eat? And you should go here. You know, it's kind of like, I feel like if you're not from North Carolina or, like, in Texas or something, like, you might not know about that. But it's very in your face, and it's very, like, welcoming and warm, and, like, a lot of older people calling you sweetheart and stuff. And yeah, that's kind of cool, you know. I kind of miss that. So that's my experience, you know. I really like it so far. I've been really thankful, you know, for the teachers that I've been with and, like, the friends that I've met. I would say that most of them are. I would say most of them are, like, the people that I work with, or people, like, friends of friends or something like that. And oh gosh, something in my eye. Oh no. Yeah, so I haven't really, like, met so many Taiwanese people, just a few. But then again, I do live in the middle of nowhere, so it might be a little bit harder if you're looking for, like, to meet and socialize with, like, a lot of Taiwanese people. I think you really got to put yourself out there, and I think maybe that's why I'm making this video. I got to put myself out there more. But yeah, I got to get out of this heat, man. And you know, if you guys like this type of experience type videos, and you know, maybe just send me a comment or something. I would say you should subscribe and like, but honestly, I don't care. It's fine if you don't want to. Yep. Until next time, cheers from Sencha.